The BMW 6 Series has long been a favorite for someone who wants a high-performance, sleek four-door coupe. The Gran Coupe was introduced in the 2012 model year to compete with the likes of the Mercedes-Benz CLS as well as the Audi A7. For 2016, the 6 Series has been slightly updated with better styling enhancements on the inside and out. So let's go ahead and check out this 2016 BMW 6 Series Gran Coupe. Now, not much has changed for the 2016 model year for the Gran Coupe. This is essentially a mid-cycle refresh, and the lower front air intake has been restyled, as well as BMW also changed the front kidney grille. Now, our Gran Coupe also comes with the M Sport package, which comes with a really nice aerodynamic kit, as well as these pretty good, handsome-looking 20-inch wheels. Overall, the styling of the Gran Coupe is very sleek and is one of the best looking cars on the road. Now, the BMW 6 Series is not only available in a four-door luxury coupe, it's also available in a coupe form as well as a convertible soft top form too. Now, here goes the key fob design for the vehicle. Overall, it's very stylish, very high quality looking. You have your unlock, your lock, to release your trunk, and then your panic button. Now, it is the black sapphire metallic exterior color. Also does have smart key access system on all four doors. It also does have soft close automatic doors, which is a very nice luxury feature. It also comes with the black Dakota leather interior. Power driver's seat, power recline, and you also do have your power lumbar too, and a power thigh extension. Now, stepping on inside of the 6 Series Gran Coupe here, as you can see, this is a very luxurious interior design, very stylish as well, and very high quality looking. You have this nice stitching all across the dashboard. Very high quality cabin here. And also, we do get this M Sport steering wheel, which I really do love on BMWs nowadays. Now, you do have push button ignition. Just put your foot on the brake and hit the button to start. Full leather wrapped steering wheel. And what you're hearing there is a 3-liter inline twin turbo 6-cylinder. Now, coming to your transmission, you have an 8-speed automatic transmission, and in typical BMW fashion, you go up for reverse. And when you put the vehicle into reverse, displays your rear view camera with guidance lines as well as trajectory. You can also change many different settings for the rear view camera, like the brightness, the contrast, and if you want the parking aid lines on or off. You also do have rear parking sensors as well as front parking sensors too, and manual shiftability via the paddle shifters. And you do have an electronic parking brake as well. And you can turn your parking sensors off or on by this button right here, which is pretty nice. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on the lights and the hazards too. All windows are fully automatic in the 6 Series. And I'm going to go ahead and pop up the hood, check out the engine bay. Heated exterior mirrors with LED turn signal indicators. Adaptive LED headlights and LED fog lights too, with LED turn signal indicators. Like I said, you also do have front parking sensors. Under the hood here, we have a 3-liter inline twin turbo 6-cylinder It produces 315 horsepower at 5,800 RPM and 330 pound-feet of torque at 1,400 RPM, with EPA estimates being 20 in the city and 31 on the highway for this rear-wheel drive model that we do have here. Now this is essentially the powertrain that you get on the 640i model. When you get the 650i model, you get a 4.4 liter V8 engine, and then all of them are mated into an 8-speed automatic transmission. Now, competitors of the BMW 6 Series Gran Coupe, you have the vehicles in the 4-door luxury coupe segment. This includes the likes of the Mercedes-Benz CLS, Porsche Panamera, as well as the Audi A7. LED taillights with LED turn signal indicators. You also do have dual exhaust tips and a LED third brake light. Very sexy rear styling. Like I said, EPA estimates are 20 in the city and 31 on the highway. Of course, you have all of your basic power necessities: power windows, power mirrors, and power door locks too. Nice soft touch armrest. And let's go ahead and rev it up. Very nice. Now, build quality and materials inside of the 6 Series Gran Coupe is exquisite, of course. Nice soft touch materials up here on the upper door panel, mid door panel, and on the armrest, and the dashboard is nice and padded too. And everything feels well put together. This is a typical German vehicle when it comes to build quality and materials. Can't complain about it here. It's excellent inside of here. Now, coming to the steering wheel, love the steering wheel rim, nice and thick, and it feels really nice in your hands, especially when you're going around corners in this vehicle. And I love the way the paddle shifters are styled too. You have your cruise control buttons right here, voice recognition, and your steering wheel mounted audio controls. And then we also do have a power tilting and telescoping steering wheel. It's a decent range of adjustment, but it is a little slow at times. Coming up here, we also do have your auto-dimming rearview mirror with garage home link, interior illumination lighting, SOS safety connect, and we also do have your sunroof with your sunroof controls. Really love this headliner, this Alcantara headliner. Very high quality here. As far as the seating comfort goes in the 6 Series Gran Coupe, the seats are very comfortable, very well supportive, pretty good for long road trips too, and the thigh adjustment does help quite a lot, especially for those long road trips. Cannot complain about seating comfort here. Coming to your climate controls, you have dual zone automatic climate control. It's pretty easy to figure out overall, and I love how BMW goes with hard touch buttons instead of touch sensitive ones. You have your temperatures right here, and then your fan speeds. And then you also do have heated and ventilated front seats. And then you have your different zones right here. Very easy to figure out. And then same with the passenger side too. You also do have this beautiful wood grain trim too. Cup holders, of course. Your different driver selectable modes, which I'll get to a little later in the video. And then right here you have a little storage cubby. With a nice little 12-volt power outlet. And then you also do have your iDrive controls, which I will get to a little later. And then you have your center console lid, which is nice and soft touch and stitched as well. Now, as far as visibility goes in the Gran Coupe, it's okay out of the front windows. The A-pillar is a little thick. However, when you get to the windshield doesn't show quite a lot, and you have that pretty long, proud hood. As far as rearward visibility goes, rearward visibility is compromised due to that very sleek styling, and the C-pillar back there is pretty thick. But overall, that's what you give up. With the very sleek styling, you give up visibility. Now, coming to the gauges, love the gauges here. They're all digital. You have a TFT instrument cluster here, and then you have your speedometer over there. Very crisp and clear looking. Love these gauges. And then you have your RPM gauge right there, and then your fuel gauge is right there, which isn't digital. And then basically in the center, it gives you all of your warning messages. And then you also do have automatic high beams for this vehicle too. And then basically it shows you various amounts of vehicle information, like your exterior temperature readout, what date it is, and then what's the time, of course. And then your trip odometer. And then your fuel range too, average fuel economy. Pretty basic information though, but love the way it presents it. And then we also do have automatic start-stop on this vehicle, so when the vehicle comes to a complete stop, the engine will actually shut off to save fuel. Thankfully, if you do not like that feature, you can turn it off. As far as driving dynamics go for the Gran Coupe, the handling and the precision when driving this vehicle is actually pretty good, and is certainly one of the best handling vehicles in the class of four-door luxury coupes. And the ride is also firm at times, but overall it soaks up road bumps with luxury car ease. Now, power from the 3-liter inline 6-cylinder turbo, there's plenty of it, and there's really no need to step up to the larger V8 powertrain. However, if you do want more power, it is available with that 4.4-liter V8. Now, of course, there is the M6 Gran Coupe available, which has plenty of power, and it's very exhilarating in the amounts of power it has. Now, most people should be satisfied with the 640i's 3-liter inline twin-turbo 6-cylinder engine. The 8-speed automatic transmission also does shift pretty seamlessly and is much better than the Mercedes 7-speed automatic. Now, coming to the infotainment system and the multimedia interface, here we have the BMW iDrive system, and it's one of the most user-friendly infotainment systems in the business, I have to say. Coming to your different multimedia options, we have your CD player, and then your external devices do include your auxiliary input, as well as your Bluetooth streaming audio and your USB port. And then coming to your radio sources, we do have AM, FM, as well as satellite radio too, and HD radio on this bad boy with iTunes tagging. And as you can see, the rendering and the graphics of the iDrive system is just crisp and clear. Coming to the telephone, of course you can hook up your Bluetooth phone and have all of your contacts stored on here in a phone book. Then you have your digital clock up there, which displays at all times on the iDrive system. Now, coming to the navigation, this is certainly one of the best in the business. The rendering is very crisp and clear, and it's certainly just easy on the eyes and just a joy to look at, to be honest. We also do have live weather and live traffic on this bad boy too. And then you have your digital clock, like I said, that displays pretty much at all times. And then you can also enter in a destination by voice. We have your points of interest, and then you could change your different map views too, which is pretty nice. And then what's also pretty neat is that not only you can enter in the destination by voice, but you can enter it in on this touchpad right here. So I'm going to try to put in a 2. And it recognized it. Pretty neat. Now, Audi was actually the first automaker to have that in their vehicles, until BMW catched along. Now, coming to your office, You have the BMW office, and then you can have some messages stored on here. Any unread messages, any notes you want to put into, any voice memos. Then you have the BMW Connected Drive, which is pretty much like roadside assistance, BMW Online, customer relations, service requests, BMW apps that you can download. Pretty cool. Vehicle info, efficient dynamics, vehicle status, sport displays, onboard info, engine oil level, tire pressure monitoring system, of course, on this bad boy too. All of that good stuff. Settings for the iDrive system, like the heads-up display. And here's the button for the heads-up display right here. Then you have your instrument cluster. You could change the brightness, control display, time and date, language, units, tone and speed, all of that good stuff. Driving modes, Eco, Pro, Sport mode. Now your different driving modes, you have your Comfort and then your Sport mode too. Sport mode basically changes the throttle response, and as you can see, the gauges kind of turn in a reddish color, and then also it displays up on the iDrive system too. And then basically it changes the throttle response. It also tightens up the steering too. Comfort mode is basically the most comfortable setting, and if you want to go on a nice luxury highway cruise. And then Eco is of course the most efficient setting too, which is called the Eco Pro mode. Alright. You can also change settings like the lighting, climate, all of that good stuff. Many different settings here. And let's go ahead and shut down the series Gran Coupe. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the vehicle. Now build quality and materials do follow through in the rear, of course. Still very nice stitching back here. Very high quality. You also do have power rear sunshades back here too. Now what's also a pretty neat feature is that you can move this seat forward, and basically you will only find that feature on full-size luxury sedans like the 7 Series and the Mercedes-Benz S-Class. But back here you also do have automatic climate control. You can change the fan speeds and the temperatures in the different zones, which is very nice. You also do have dual map pockets, interior illumination lighting, of course. Still have that very nice Alcantara headliner, cup holders, and a rear center armrest. As far as the seating comfort itself goes, it's okay. The seats are a little firm, they're not very plush. And the legroom, there's a decent amount of it. However, full-size luxury sedans cannot compare to four-door luxury coupes in terms of rear seat legroom and headroom. You also do give up headroom with the very sleek styling too. But that's to be expected when you buy a four-door luxury coupe. And like I said, you do have power rear sunshades for each side, and then back there as well. As far as trunk space goes back here, it's a little smallish, I have to say. Especially when you compare it to a full-size luxury sedan like a 7 Series or a Mercedes-Benz S-Class. However, that's to be expected. But at least the rear seats do fold down to maximize cargo space. Also love how the trunk opens all the way up when you press the button on the key. Of course, if you are looking for more cargo space, at least the seats do fold down. Full powered passenger seat with power recline, power lumbar, as well as a power thigh extension and memory seats for 2 people. Nice glove box compartment, nice and damped, and lined with felt, very high quality. So the 2016 BMW 6 Series Gran Coupe is an excellent choice for a four-door luxury coupe. It's very sleek styling and many luxury and technological features available, as well as its powerful and fuel-efficient powertrains make it a very great choice. So remember that this is Cameron Birch from Cameron's Car Reviews.